So with our bow in hand, sword on our back, shield on our back, we're ready to go. Hey everybody, this is Leo Rock, and just in time for another episode of Let's Play Majora's Mask. Figured it'd be easier to say Majora's Mask than just have to say the entire title. By the way, I almost said by the way. Anyway, I'm an idiot. I figured it'd be a lot, and you guys already know this is Legend of Zelda. So anyway, in the last episode we got the bow and we also got the map, coincidentally. Now, one thing with the bow I didn't explain in the last episode, primarily because we didn't get to this point yet. When aiming with the bow, you don't have a targeting reticule, however you say that. That didn't come in until Twilight Princess with the motion controls. I'm probably starting to tell the GameCube version. So basically, you kind of got to use the middle of the screen to aim. In later games like Wind Waker, you can use the tip of the arrow to kind of aim where you're going to go. Or so I'm told, though I still have just as good aim as I do in these games, which, by the way, is not good. You notice there, it took me 2 shots to hit that target, which, it's nothing special. Anyway, here we get another boss. This is the Gecko. It's pretty angry, it's pretty weak too. It really shouldn't be making a fool of you. This guy pretty much just... There, he's dead. Oh, but he pops this guy out. Oh, no. Okay, so these turtles have been pretty much... Ouch. Let me see those snappers, that's what they're called, okay. Yeah, these snappers have been kind of a bit of a pain throughout this area so far. But, let's knock him out. And we're gonna have to aim. We're gonna have to hit him. And damn, we're gonna have to go back in Deku form. In order to take out these guys, we need to go into Deku form. That's pretty much all there is to it. Ouch. Ouch. Get in. Yes! Wait, and too early. And let's go. Yeah! Like a boss. Okay, just Z-targeting. The good thing about the Z-targeting in this game is that you don't have to actually aim, and of course it doesn't work the one time. Oh, thank you for him to go in the leaf, Learbot, come on. I believe we're entering the night of the second day. There. Whoop. There we go. We shouldn't have too much more to go. The one thing that pisses me off about this game the most, one of the few things that really just irritates me is that they take out the Z-targeting whenever you switch your masks. Where is he? There we go. Wait for him to fall. There. There we go. Just wait for him to make a pause in his movement. I guess the best thing to do. And wow, he turned to a frog. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Strange. Let's figure out what that does later. Break these boxes real quick and get 5 rupees from each of them. And you open up this chest. As with the staple of all Zelda games, these special looking chests usually contain The boss key! Or big key in some games. It's taking us to the boss chamber. Let's just go into the boss chamber and pretty much enter it so we can fight the boss. Yeah. The best way I can put it. Let's see. Next thing we need to do is we need to go back to the... Leave this... Take this back to the center room. Just to be safe, I'm gonna go over this way. And yes. Just do that. I'm a little paranoid of my skills. Let me see, where do we need to go from here? Oops. Wrong button. Actually, I might want to... no. Whatever. I think there's only the one area left over here, though we have to unlock it. Yeah. We have to do... Okay, I think I know what we have to do now. We're going to need these, our new found arrows. Move over here. Position ourselves right about here and shoot that through the flame. Shoot the flame to that, and it activates that flower and it purifies the water. Yay! The water's been purified! Woohoo! Oops, wrong button. Again. Yeah, I think all I gotta do is now open this up. We basically got our shortcut here. We can believe. Yep. With the right timing, we can do anything. Now what we need to do. Is get our aiming ready. Because. Okay. Gotta aim. There we go. Open that door, yay! There's one more thing. I think we need to hit that press switch for a straight fairy. Let's just, use this to get over there. I really don't think we can get over there any other way. Now, one thing you might know, the Deku form can pressurize switches. So yeah, they're too small for that. Or Dekus are too light for that. Not small. In addition, now we can go in the water. That's good. There we go. Let's see, there's a fairy that we couldn't get earlier in a room, in this room I think, was it? Yeah, in this room. Right there you can see a bubble. The way we get it, the way you can get it, you can either get it through, I think, shooting an arrow if you're skilled enough, actually I don't think you can, or just going through like that and just getting it once you purify the water. So yeah. There we go. Kill that. Fall in the water because I don't get the control just right. Okay, let's climb up a little bit. There we go. Open this up. I think this is another stray fairy. Yay! This is our 10th one. There's only 5 more. I actually think there are 5 more in the next chamber. So yeah. Let's head into here. This is the room before the boss room. Right there already I can see a stray fairy. I think I can see, that's a red rupee I see. Right here with the bubbles, what we can do is we can pop them. Normally they'd want you to go through that and get the fairy that, legitimately, if we put on our mask after we pop the bubble, it flies to us. Yay! We are popular with fairies. Yeah, but we're gonna need the Deku form here quite a bit. Yes! Just barely made it. That's... let's see. Ugh, excuse me. Go and get these rupees real quick. Well, there's another fairy right over there. Kill that guy, yeah. Feels great to be able to kill dragonflies on the first try. I'm not gonna lie, that was awesome. Anyway, another fairy, pop and cap, pop and take. So we only need 3 more fairies. I believe there happen to be 3 more fairies in this very room. Yay! Unless there's some I missed. I don't think I'm missing for this dungeon. Not, at least not yet. I could be wrong, and all you people watching there that are like experts at this game, being very anal or whatever, like, oh you idiot, you're missing something. Yeah. Go ahead and say it. I don't really. I'll figure it out after the dungeon. Okay. That's our 13th one. We dropped that. I believe that's a temporary effect when we hit the crystal. Some of them are permanent, some of them are temporary, but in this case I think it's a temporary effect, so we gotta kind of move quickly here. Actually, we'll move right here, and before the fire pops back up, take there we go, just Z target it. Pop that. Pop this on. I should probably just replace this with my ocarina. But, we need 1 more fairy. It's gonna really piss me off if the fairy's not in this room, because I don't think fairies are in boss chambers. If it is in this room, it's probably going to be one of these skull children. I think we can just... Yep, shoot down this way. Good thing about skull children is that they're pretty big, so they're pretty easy to target for the most part. This one might not be because it's angled. Oh, even if it was angled, it wasn't going where I thought it would go. Okay. Crap. No fairies. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Let me think back here. I didn't miss any, did I? Oh well. I'll just use the guide to find the missing fairy. Hopefully I'll be able to find a map or something. Right here in the boss chamber. I'm gonna fight probably one of the coolest bosses in the game. A guy with a short sword and shield. Masked Jungle Warrior Odowla. Okay, there's 2 ways we can fight this guy. We can go at him with our sword. When he goes... I believe we gotta be able to... Actually, no, we want to fire him with our arrows first. No? Okay. There we go. Stun him with... Yeah, we want to get kind of behind him. There we go. Stun him and then just kind of lay waste to him. I've seen people do like take out this guy in like 20 seconds And yeah. I want to know what he's saying when he's chanting. Sounds like, right there we were able to hit him without arrows. You can easily hit him without arrows if you know what you're doing. Me, I never know what I'm doing. When do I ever know what I'm doing? Sounds like he's saying go Donna or something like that. But you know, honestly, that's probably what the guy recording said. Right here we can pick up these bomb flowers and toss them at him and hope that that'll stun him. Or not. Because he creates a flame wall around us. And just attack when he starts doing that chance to try to summon the butterflies. Which, speaking of... Okay, kind of... There we go. Or you can just attack him normally. Yeah. There we go. There was a struggle, beat him half a heart, but we were able to beat him. Really about the butterflies, I really don't know what to say how to avoid them. I don't think I've ever figured out how. The thing is just attack them before he gets a chance to summon them. I'm trying to get our first full heart container. We've had one before. We've had 2 heart pieces before. Then the full heart container gives us 1 full heart. In addition, we get the major theme to the bosses in this game. The remains masks. Got Odowla's remains. You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned with the body of the evil Odowla. Now, an interesting thing about this, when we reset time, we'll keep the mask, obviously, because that's a MacGuffin. But we won't keep the, we'll be able to refight the boss afterwards. Anyway, here we are in this kind of a weird kind of sacred realm type thing. At least I think it's a sacred realm. I don't think they ever really explain it. What's that? In the waterfall. In the fog. It's like... I'm not sure what that's supposed to look like. Wait, listen. It seems to be saying something. Could that crying be its way of teaching us some sort of melody? Don't just stand there. Get your instrument. We have played The Oath to Order. It's probably like my favorite song of all the Zelda games. Excuse me, second favorite. You've learned The Oath to Order. Call us. That's what it's saying. So we purified the Woodfall Temple and saved the spirit that guarded it. We also purified the water around Woodfall, so now we can actually walk or swim in it without taking damage. All we need that's left is to get the one stray fairy that we missed, and we'll be done with this temple. Um, Four people Tail talked about. You think he was talking about the spirit that was sealed inside that mask? Oh, hey, you're pretty good out there. Have you done this before or what? Yeah, I may have done this a couple times. Twice already. Let's keep up that pace and save the other three. Hey, all the stuff I did to you, your horse, I apologize. Sorry. There, I apologize, so don't hold it against me, I got it? Now then, we've helped the princess just like the monkey asked, so our next stop is the mountains. Let's hurry and do something about that skull kid. Okay. What the? Oh, there's something over there. But we can't walk through it. Okay, we'll confront that something over there, and probably the last fairy as well in the next episode. So until then, I'll see you guys later.